there. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How are you guys doing today? So good to see you all again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And I know I told you that my next video would probably be about peanut butter fudge, but I fibbed. Actually, I didn't know I fibbed, but I fibbed. Because instead, today, I'm gonna bring you one of our very favorite recipes. Chris and I came across this recipe many decades ago. A neighbor of ours made this for us one time, and when the girls were just tiny little, and I've been making it ever since. I used to make it for Christmas Eve, but because it's so close to my crab souffle in taste, I don't make it for Christmas Eve any longer. But I thought that I would make it for a treat for Chris here, and Kristen, she's here doing her schoolwork and getting all ready for her last week in school here before Christmas with her kindergartners. She's doing some cute projects here. They're going to be doing some really cool projects at school with their pictures and frames, and they're making ornaments, and they're making cinnamon and applesauce ornaments. She's just very hands-on, wonderful, wonderful teacher. Anyway, so I am coming to you today with my warm crab dip, and it is wonderful. I promise you guys. Again, it's not a hard recipe, and it's got some old-fashioned kind of ingredient that you probably are going to go, oh, I don't know, but trust me, you guys got to trust me, it is wonderful. So I'm going to grab my phone off of my little tripod there, and I'm going to go over the ingredients and directions with you guys first, and then we're going to make us up some warm crab dip. Be right back behind the camera. Okie dokie, here we go. Here is the recipe. And I'll do a little pause and flash there for you. So you can write that down. I'll also have it in the, there goes Gracie clicking away. I'll also put it in the description. And here are the ingredients. You need crab meat. Please, please, please use fresh crab meat. I'm using Backfin today. Please use real crab meat. And you will need to pick this and pick the shells out of it probably. You'll need 2 8-ounce packages of Philadelphia cream cheese. You're gonna need a jar of Cheez Whiz. Yes, I said Cheez Whiz, and you guys are probably going, oh my gracious, Arlen. Honest to goodness, you guys, this dip is so, so good. I would not steer y'all wrong. And then we need a little bit of half and half and some Worcestershire sauce. I'm not sure how you guys say it, but that's how I say it, Worcestershire sauce. And then you just add Old Bay to taste. Old Bay is a seasoning that originated in Maryland, and I know a lot of you, the last time I used this on my red potato recipe, I'll put a little eye in the top right hand corner so you can go check out that recipe if you want. I have a great recipe for red potatoes with bacon in it, and I top them with Old Bay seasoning. It is wonderful, and I have seen it on Amazon. For those of you who may not have it in your grocery stores in your area, you can get it off of Amazon. It's a really good, it's hard to explain, but you can use it for seafood, like you said, like it says there, for seafood, poultry, salads, and meats. Old Bay, it's wonderful. All right, you guys, I'm gonna set my camera up. Oh, and you need just a couple of measuring spoons. You need a tablespoon and a teaspoon. And a double broiler. Let me explain this to you first. I don't own a double broiler, so Chris actually set me up with this big pot and then my saucepan. And I'll show you how that works in a second. And we're gonna get to making this dip. I'll be right back when I'm all set up over there by the stove. Here we go, back at my stove here. And as I said, Chris has this set up for me, and he's got this water right about at the boiling point, and that's about where you want to have it for this recipe. You can bring it to a boil for a while, but really once you get all this mixed up, it just needs to sit and cook in the double broiler for about an hour. So I'm just going to set my saucepan down in here, And that is how I'm going to work my double broiler. I get a spoon, because I'm going to need a spoon to mix all this up. And all you do is you add all these ingredients together. That's it. No, except for the crab meat. Don't add your crab meat in yet. But we need to melt the cheeses together and add the Worcestershire sauce and the half and half. And after that, I've saved the Old Bay till last, and Chris is actually my taster, and he likes a certain amount of Old Bay in his, and so I go with his taste buds for that. That is certainly a personal taste, though, however much you want to put in. Anyway, I'm gonna get all this stuff put in. Y'all ever have trouble getting these bags open like I am? At least I'm not using my teeth this time. Go. Just trying to break that cream cheese up a little bit, help it out a little bit to melt. Need 4 tablespoons of half and half. I believe I have made this with milk, you guys, before, but it's Christmas. We're using half and half, and I really would just use half and half, honestly. 4 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. One, 2. And now I'm just going to let this melt, and I will be back when it's all nice and melted and lusciously smooth to fold in the crab meat. So I'm just going to put this on kind of fast speed and let you guys watch this. Okie dokie, it's nice and smooth now, as you can see. We have just a few tiny little lumps in it, but that's okay. Next thing we're going to do, Chris was kind enough to pick all that luscious, look at that, crab meat. Oh my goodness. I could eat that just like that, but of course you don't want to do that. And then you just dump this right in. Get it all out of there. Don't waste any of the crab meat. And then you just fold it in. You don't know what folding is. You just kind of go to the center and you just work the spatula. Kind of go to the edge, work it to the center, and back out again. Go to the edge, work it to the center, and back out again. Very gently. You really can't hurt this, but that's what I was told when I was given the recipe to fold the crab meat in. And that is all you do, except for let it sit here and cook for an hour. And let all those flavors meld together. Yum, yum. So I will be back in an hour to taste this with you guys. Be back soon. Wait, I'm back. I am going to add a little bit of Old Bay right now. Oh my goodness. You guys, I can't give you a measurement on this. I'm really sorry. I really don't know. I can't even estimate or guesstimate. So I'm just going to start sprinkling some in, and you just have to do this part to taste. I would say that's probably a teaspoon to a couple of teaspoons to begin with. And then after about a half an hour, we start tasting it and tweaking it. And if we'd like more Old Bay taste, we put more in. Don't start out with too much though, especially if you've never used Old Bay before. Might just want to start out with a little bit and just work up from there. All right, now I'll be back in an hour. Okie dokie everyone, I'm back, and this has been cooking for about an hour, and the water is at a pretty fast boil underneath of it. We turned up the heat a little bit because it wasn't cooking quite like we like, so we turned up the heat a little bit, and we have had the water boiling underneath of it at a pretty good clip for about a half an hour. So it is now done, and I'm going to take it on out of this pot, the double boiler pot. I'm going to set it over here on this towel, and then I'm going to move you guys closer to me. So give me just a second to do that. Oops, sorry. All right, here we go. And here it is. All done. Steaming hot. Oh my goodness. And does it smell good? We did put a little bit more Old Bay, I would say another teaspoon in, and it's about perfect for us. Again, you're just gonna have to do your own taste test and see how you like it. So how I serve it usually is just I pour it right into like a bowl like this. And then I use a variety of crackers. Today we have Townhouse pretzel flip sides. One side is a pretzel and one side is a cracker. And you put these out here on this little dish, and we're gonna have some crab dip for our supper tonight. And I'll be right back and I'll taste it for you guys. Okie dokie, you guys, here I am back to do a little taste test. And you know how some things bring back memories for you? This is one of those little dips that brings me right back to Christmas Eve, of all the Christmas Eves in the past, and of our kids when they were little and running around in their little snowman dresses and looking so cute and so excited about it being Christmas Eve, and my dad and Chris taking them out with flashlights and the dog and walking around and looking for Santa Claus in his sleigh and listening for those 8 tiny reindeer. And I'm telling you, this is one of those recipes for me. It brings back such sweet, sweet memories. So anyway, I hope you guys will try this one. It's a good one. Again, it's one of my tried and true, trust me, recipes. And I'm going to just dip right into the whole bowl here and try it for you guys. It's a little hot, so I need to blow on it for a second. My mouth is watering. Oh, God. Oh, creamy, rich, cheesy, taste of crab running through, taste of that Old Bay, and you kind of makes you go, what is that? Really, really, really good recipe. But anyway, that's it for this one. Pretty short one this time, but it's no less of a recipe. Let me tell you, excellent, excellent, excellent warm crab dip. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be back next week with some more recipes, and I have a big haul to show you too. Do that on Monday. All right, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. One more.